Hey guys, it's your host, Alanna Mascia, here to spill the tea. And welcome back to the Sassy and Classy podcast. Thank you for tuning in, and let's get into it. Welcome back to the Sassy and Classy podcast with your host, Alanna. Who else? Today, I got my girl on the pod today, y'all. Keara.
Yes.
Introduce
hello,
yourself.
Alanna.
Introduce yourself.
My name's Keara. I'm a fabulous ass bitch.
Period.
And
She's an army bitch.
living life, doing great. So
Yeah. So it's 2025 tomorrow. So basically it's New Year's Eve right now. And I really wanted to have an episode that recapped the year, I guess. As you guys know, like Sophia used to be a host with me, my co-host, and since she left, I don't have like a lot of the footage from past episodes, so I couldn't really make like a 2024 recap video of like our best moments. So I thought, like, what else other than just coming on and like talking about 2024, the good, the bad, and what we want to do different for this new year 2025 coming. So I thought, me and Keara, I got Anthony here, my older brother, we're gonna pop out tonight, and I was like, might as well just come on and like just talk about like the hardships we went through.
oh yeah, so much has happened.
Yes, and just be real with you guys, because that's what I'm here to do. I'm a little lit, so just letting y'all know, like, that's the reality of the situation right now. I go into this shit with really no script, and some people think that's a great thing, some people think that's a negative thing, and you know what? I say I don't care. So I guess we'll start with me, because it's Sassy and Classy.
And you're the main.
And I'm the main bitch. So 2024 was a very pivotal year for me, right? January, February, March, basically the first 6 months of this year, I was going through very bad mental health struggles. Just really bad moments, highs and lows. There was just, I don't know. I think, like I said in like one of our last episodes, like our birthday episode, I think that like 2025, year 25 hit me like a ton of bricks. Like my frontal lobe developed, and I just like woke up the next day feeling like all these freaking emotions that I never felt before. And it was more so just like the emotions that like I look at myself, I don't like myself because of like certain things that like I do or certain habits that I have. So those things into 2024 kind of drove me into a little bit of a spiral, on top of just like growing up in, a certain situation, which if you guys haven't seen the childhood trauma episode, go watch that, because you'll understand what I'm talking about. I got medicated officially by my psychiatrist. I told you guys I get deep on this. I think it was June or July of 2024, and ever since that, my whole 2024 like turned like 180 on me, to be honest, in a good way. So that's basically, long story short. I mean, I can go through my camera roll and like bring up certain days and certain pictures and of like what happened here, what happened there, but I think overall it's just the vibe of like 2024 was the year for me to figure out my mental health and who my real friends are, and just like work on my relationships that I actually want to work on, I guess, if that makes sense. So what about you?
Yeah, so I was also going to ask you, do you feel overall, you just went over a lot and stuff, but do you feel overall like when you look back at the year, even though you had hardships, that now you feel as though you're in a good place and you're excited to move forward for next year? Or like, how are you feeling about it?
I feel in a good place.
Question.
I know, that's right. I feel in a good place. I feel very proud of myself for this podcast. I've taken this on as one person when I had another person to help me out and do all the things, and
and you've been doing amazing, by the way.
Thank you. I'm very proud of this.
Yeah.
Like this is my dream, And I mean, I hope it takes off one day. We'll see. If not, it's fine. It's still a great thing to do. Other than that, in my career, I feel very secure. I think it's just more internal things that I'm not like super secure about myself. Like there's still things that I do or like the ways I act that I don't necessarily like, if that makes sense. Like the drinking and like the vaping and like just things like that, which people will be like, it's so easy to stop, blah blah. And I'm like, it's not. It's really not. I think overall, yes, I'm ready to take on this next year, but things have to change.
Yeah.
And like I said that last year. So that's it.
I think it's also important to keep in mind that even though, you know, every year has an end of the year and every year has a start of a year, that you don't have to just have New Year's resolutions on New Year's. You can take the time throughout the year to reflect on yourself and kind of say, hey, I don't like that I am this way anymore, or I don't like that I'm being this way anymore. And it's up to you as a person, not just Alanna, everybody that's listening, everybody that is paying attention to this video, it's up to you as a person to really take your turn to say, I don't like that, I'm gonna change it. And you don't have to wait for the new year to start before you do that too. So just, I mean, even for myself, like there's so many things that I still am working on, and it's really this past year for me there was a lot that happened. And I think a big thing of that was, if I don't like it, I'm gonna change it.
You want to talk about it or no?
Oh yeah, I'll go in. So I think it was Fergie who said big girls don't cry. But that is a lie.
It is a lie. We're both big girls and we cry, baby girl.
Oh, yeah.
We cry.
Yeah, I cried really hard this year. A lot of crying, honestly.
Yeah, but it's probably a good thing.
Yeah.
You probably weren't letting that shit out for a long time.
Yes and no. So you brought up earlier off camera that I'm in the Army National Guard. So
thank you for your service.
Thank you for your support. With that comes the idea that you need to have this mental toughness, that you're not allowed to feel emotions at certain moments. And I can definitely say that for me, I said I don't give a shit, and I ended up crying in front of people anyways. Unfortunately, that makes some people look at you as though you're weak or you're emotional, and it kind of reflects this shadow on you, like, oh, is she dependable because she feels her emotions out loud? And I don't really think it does. I think if anything, it made me realize, like, yeah, maybe I shouldn't have cried in front of everyone, but still, it's okay to feel those feelings. And I was going through a lot this year, especially with the breakup, which happened.
I didn't know if you want to talk about it.
Yeah. So, I mean, there's not really much to say. It's more so...
She's with this guy for like 8 years or some shit.
No, 3 years. 3 years.
Oh.
Yeah, not that long.
Well, but he like had a ring and all this stuff.
Yeah.
And like I was trying to like tell her, like, dude, like you're not happy.
You did tell me. So Alanna brought it to my attention, as did other multiple people, that she actually said to me, I said this to someone the other day, actually, what you said to me. And I said to them, I said, oh, my friend Alanna had said to me that while I was in this relationship, she realized that I'm such a bubbly and sparkly and happy person. And she says that I've changed and that she doesn't really see that version of me that much anymore. And that's something to consider in the sense of if I want to continue on or not. And that kind of stuck in my mind for a really long time. And now when people are like, how did you make the decision to break up, it's, I bring that up, but I also bring up obviously other things other people have said to me, oh, you're not happy, we could see it, blah blah blah. But in general, it's just about protecting your sparkle
energy
per se. Yeah, your energy,
protecting your energy and your persona.
Yeah, exactly. And honestly, like, no offense to him, but I feel so much happier now.
I'm so happy that you feel so much better. Want to know why?
Yeah.
Because it wasn't this long ago. Like last time I saw him was like my birthday.
Yeah, like a few months ago.
And you were like so ready to be like, I'll say yes. And I'm like, this chick, whatever he did to you, which is something he did to you, was meant to happen for a reason. And like, I promise you, just like keep going. Like, dude, you look and feel your energy is just like so Keara. I've never met you like this. I've met you when he was in your life.
I know. And honestly, like, I feel so much more myself.
You're like 28, 29?
Yeah, 29.
Yeah, girl.
It's my last New Year's Eve in my 20s.
Yeah.
Woo! That's why we're going party hardy tonight.
He's 31.
Yeah.
So, like, y'all get it. I don't yet.
He's old. I didn't meet that requirement yet. Once I turn 30, then you could call me that.
Dude, that's not old.
Just kidding.
30 is not old. 30 is the new 20.
Yeah.
That's what they say.
I'm just trying to make myself feel better. So.
Nah. Maya's turning 32.
Yeah. So, I mean, even more, like, there's been a bunch of stuff with my family, a bunch of medical stuff going on in my family, especially with myself, too. Like,
right.
And honestly, this year has just taught me that, like, I have standards for myself, not necessarily just with the relationship, but more so with how I'm feeling about life and myself in general. And now that I'm able to uphold those standards and kind of see myself in the light of like who I really am, I've been feeling great.
Amazing.
So I'm excited for the new year.
I'm so happy for you. I'm excited for the new year too.
Yeah.
I want my brother to come in here.
Yeah.
Come sit. Anthony's coming on.
I'm Anthony. I'm Alanna's brother. That's all I got.
Okay.
How we doing?
Sorry, I'm gonna help narrate this.
No, that's okay.
In right then. She was
Because no, that's not what I was.
She was killing it.
No, but it was because she said that she's ready to go into the new year. She already said what she went through. I want to hear what you're gonna say now, and then from there we could pivot.
Damn.
Yeah, I'm good at this. I know.
First, I'm sitting there on the sideline thinking, "Damn,
This is my brother.
This is really happening in real time. She's good at what she does."
Thank you.
Not that I'm surprised by that, but like I haven't been sitting here through it. Yeah. Hey, I'm Anthony.
Hi, Anthony.
Hey,
Hi,
what's going
Anthony.
on? We're literally actually,
They just met today.
Damn, that was a handshake. Take it easy.
Take it easy.
No.
Meeting right now.
I want to hear just like whatever you want to say. This is also a form of manifesting, just speaking it into existence.
I'm like looking into your eyes, but I'm talking to the camera.
You could do both. You could do both.
No, I think that, listen, I think 2024 for me, similar for many, maybe, was an emotional roller coaster. I mean, I think we all are on our own timelines in life, and there's no right time for anything, I feel like, or wrong time for anything.
Facts.
I'm a weird one, you know? And but I think that as society is finding its way back to normalcy from after COVID and everything, I think 2024 was like the year for all of us to kind of, for me personally, I guess I can say, to reflect emotionally and mentally and like get back on track and be like, this is the time. This is the time to go through it and to feel it. And 2025 is approaching us. And now it's like time to like be our best selves. Let's just do it.
Be our best selves.
We've struggled.
100%.
We've struggled. We've hurt. We've all hurt. All of us here have hurt.
Yep.
And we've also thrived. And 2025, it's like, now it's like, why wouldn't you just choose to thrive?
Right.
Why wouldn't you choose it?
Do you have anything to say to that?
Oh, yeah. 100%.
That's the mic.
No. I need you to have screen time. You have to have screen time.
So I guess what you're trying to say, correct me if I'm wrong, is next year is to focus on yourself and just keep thriving in your being, right?
That's it.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, 100%. I definitely feel like I have so many things planned for next year. I actually start EMT classes next week. And then at the end of 6 months, I will hopefully be nationally certified. And then after that, I'm going to hopefully train to be also a volunteer firefighter. Yeah.
You're out of the army.
No. I'm still doing that. I'm doing it on my days off. So I have 0 days off starting next week. I literally have work 24/7, and then I have class on the days off. And then once I finish class on my days off, I'll be volunteering and doing EMT hours, learning more medical stuff, etc. I'm really just trying to build my resume up to reapply to the police. So just gaining more opportunities and advancements, and also just bettering myself in general, you know? So it's something I could bring and with me anywhere, everywhere, and I can help my loved ones too if they get hurt or sick, and it'll be great, you know. And you guys, for if we ever go out and you guys fall on your face, and then I can help you because I'll have EMT training.
It's possible in the next few hours. We call this fighting the good fight.
Yeah.
That's what it sounds like. What you're doing.
Yeah.
Living a life that actually serves other people, not just yourself.
Selfless service.
That's rare. I'm telling you, that's a rare thing nowadays. Choosing to serve yourself, but to serve others at the same time.
What are your Anthony, what are your 2025 goals? Y'all,
The mic, dude.
he doesn't want to be on the pod, but I've been trying to get this motherfucker to be on the podcast for so long.
You know what? Give me both. No. Let me
Give
get
me
both
both.
mics.
This is
Yo,
your
what's
logo.
good? Like, comment, subscribe. Is that what we're doing or not?
Yes.
I've never said that. I've watched it.
No,
4 million
actually
times.
follow my YouTube channel.
Yo, what are you doing?
YouTube channel. I don't. It was a joke.
Do you know how hard this is? I'm nervous as shit right now.
Yeah, your face is going red. I wasn't gonna say
I've
it.
been red, and she just kills it naturally. She carries the energy. She carries the weight. Yeah. Yes.
I don't have a YouTube channel, but
Wait, the
either way,
thing-
even if I did, you should follow hers over mine.
Well, it's sassy and classy.
Sassy and classy, and you're not classy unless you're following. That's how I feel. That's me. 2025.
Yeah.
That's me. You don't have to agree.
That has brought a little tear to my eye. I'm not gonna lie.
No.
You guys, I actually don't like. I'm just like I am who I am. I like don't recognize how people don't like have this ability that like I do to do this. I think it's so easy. That's why I'm like, Anthony, just come on.
Yeah.
Yeah. Are you?
He's stressed.
funny because I'm normally like a social butterfly.
Yeah.
The camera
Why,
freaks
though?
people out.
Luckily, I'm surrounded by beautiful women.
Yeah.
Aw, thank you.
And it does help right now, but I'm not gonna fuck out. So.
I actually like appreciate that, and like I don't actually acknowledge like how hard it might be for people to come in front of a camera because I don't have a problem with it. So I think like everybody's good with it. You're doing great. He's 5 years older than me. You probably couldn't even tell. I probably look older than him.
No. Not at all.
All right, it's a joke. It's a joke. I asked Anthony what his 2025 goals were, and you said genuinity.
Genuinity and serving, being the best version you can in the moment for others.
For others. Okay.
For yourself first, but that's the best version you can be for others. Is your best version of yourself. Yeah.
Facts. I agree.
Yeah. And he had said also that he doesn't think he'll ever be the best version of himself. However, I said that is potentially incorrect because you only know yourself up until this very time and day, right? So technically, this version of you is potentially your best self.
I first of all love that. By the way, I think positive thinking is everything. I think your perspective will drive who you ultimately become. And I love that. I think that's very true. I would also like to add that all right, let's quote somebody that everybody here may or may not know.
Oh gosh, I already know.
We're going Maddie McConaughey.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say Mac Miller.
Oh yeah, every time it's Mac Miller. It is most of the time.
Okay.
But Matt McConaughey, first of all, this was an Oscar speech. Not that really matters.
Yes.
Not that really matters. But it's a pretty big deal. And he was saying, and I really downloaded this information, that he said every year his hero is himself in a year from now.
Oh, that's really nice.
He will never be the best version of himself. He's chasing his hero, which is himself, a year from now. So that's how I'm kind of viewing this perspective, which is you can always be better, which you addressed. And you also addressed your better version in a year from now will be better than your version a year from the past. So you're your best self. I agree with that. But I just think if you always chase a better version of yourself,
You only have goals for yourself.
you're only going to improve. So that's where I'm
Agreed.
at.
Can I
And
say
that's,
one thing?
yeah, you can say
It's your show. You can say everything.
Well, yeah, but guys, you don't understand. This is my brother, and this is like my best friend. So, what do you think would entail your best self? Like when you reached your best self, what would that entail? Like what would you envision your life?
I like that.
Yeah.
Anytime you come across another human being, it's a positive experience for them. That's my definition of your best self.
Okay. What about you? What's your definition of your best self?
So I'm going to kind of go against that a little bit, but it's not in any type of way towards him. He can have his ideas and goals, etc. For me, I feel like, you brought up earlier and I said selfless service and you said that's great. It's amazing that you're doing things for other people before yourself. I also have learned this year that I can't do everything for everyone before I do it for myself. I have to put myself first. Mm-hmm. And I have put myself aside as the second person for so long. So I feel as though the version of my best self, like if I see myself, like let's say 5 years from now, right? I have an established career, hopefully a family. We'll see how my dating life goes from here on out.
I'm sure it'll be fine.
But I see myself being, a mentor to other people, but also making sure that I focus on myself and my happiness is priority. Because if my happiness isn't priority, then I cannot be the best version of myself
100%.
to other people.
Yep. Because they always say you can't love other people
until you love yourself.
You love yourself.
Yes.
I would like to say, first of all, being in the military as you are, that's a rare self-service to others. That's a.
And you were too. Let's not forget that.
Well, not anymore. I was, yes. And I think that's a self-service that goes under-recognized and underappreciated a lot of the time. And so I think to come to the perspective that you've gained is a powerful thing, that you have to serve others first to understand the importance of serving yourself first. So I agree. And I think we're actually saying the same thing.
Yeah.
Because I what I'm getting at is the reason why I want to be my best self, which requires to take care of myself first before anybody. It doesn't matter who it is, who is in need, who's reaching out. Taking care of yourself first. Then naturally, without even wanting to take care of others, you are providing your best self to others naturally, just by your aura that you're giving in that moment. Even if you're not even listening to them, if you're not even looking at them, what they're seeing is the best version that you can be for yourself. There we are, the best version of yourself. So now I'm starting to agree with this one over here. But I think we're saying the same thing.
Sometimes I'm wise.
All right.
Sometimes.
2025, take care of yourself first. That's the best way of helping others.
Exactly.
There? Are we close? I don't know. Was that it? I thought you were about to say or.
I was saying.
Wait, but Alanna, we didn't say about you. What's your best version of yourself? Oh. If you look at yourself in
See, this is what I do, though.
Years.
This is what I do. I listen to other people that I'm like,
I want to know about you.
I don't know. I have, there's certain things I want to work on myself that I've had struggles working on my whole entire life. And every single year, it's still been a struggle. So I could lie and say, I'm going to work on these things this year and everything's going to be fucking fixed. No, it's going to be like a 1% better every day type of thing. Because I can't, like, there's things he knows about it. Like, we kind of deal with the same things, like, kind of sort of, but like also different because like it's kind of just like family shit and whatever. I think my goal to 2025 is really, though, to like try to stay consistent with my mindset. It's just hard though, because like there's some like mental illnesses running around in my family, which I've been diagnosed with one, and it's really having one that I have is really hard to stay consistent because I just like forget about my goals, and then I get back on my goals and I go for like 3 months and then I forget about them and I go off for like 6 months, and it's like it's like out of my control low key, but like it should be in my control at the same time. Like I should be battling that shit harder than I did this year is basically my point, right? Because I have to get control of it, because if not, my life is going to be the same way it has been my whole entire life, or like my like adult year lives, right? So I think like that's like my biggest goal 2025 is just like actually battle what's going on in here and stay fucking fit in the gym.
So mommy,
I've fallen off. I fell off though.
She's got the fattest ass I've ever seen.
Oh, yeah.
Well, cover your ears, Anthony. All right.
Hourglass figure, slaying every day.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
It is a good friend. But yeah, like I guess that's like the only like actual like thing, because that comes with everything else that I can't fucking do or I lack doing because
Never
of
say
that.
can't.
Right. And I'm not saying I can't. It's just very hard. Very, very hard. I've opened up about this already, so it's fine. Like if people watch the episode, they know. But yeah, I think that's like my only thing. I just want to be, dude, I just want to be like, I'm confident in myself. I like how I look. I think I'm beautiful. I radiate that aura. I'm not like insecure about like my exterior. I'm more insecure about my interior, if that makes sense. Yeah. So I think that's like the only thing I'm going to work on. And, you know, that's it. Mic drop.
Amazing.
Mic drop into the hymns of the brother who's happy to hear these words. These are great words to hear from your younger sister, I have to say. So, I mean, some people don't notice what my sister Alanna here is saying until they're 45. And that's why they are the same way they've always been since they were 6. So my sister is noticing things at a healthy time, and thank God for that. And thank God for that. This is cool as fuck. I got to say, I'm on here with this podcast. I'm starting to wake up a little bit, but man, she's good at this stuff. I watch it. I'm like, oh, it's different with the camera on, especially when you see yourself in like miniature form up there.
You also just realize it's really just us.
Yeah, we're just.
it's a physical. It's just an object. Yeah. And don't worry, I edit the shit. Like I got you guys. Don't you worry. You know what I mean? You want to say anything else? I feel like we can close it.
Yeah.
I feel like it was wait, put up to your mouth.
I was just going to say that it sounds like we're all pretty much saying the same thing, which is just next year is going to be about continuing to better ourselves. Mm-hmm. And I'm excited to see what 2025 brings.
Woohoo!
Let's fucking do it. And I said, I think that this year is going to be beautiful for everybody who wants it to be beautiful. I think that's the first step. If you don't want your life to change, your life's not going to change. If you want it to change, that's good. You got to put the work in, but the first step is wanting it to change and believing that it will and that you deserve better, because everybody here does deserve whatever they feel they deserve.
Thank you so much for having me.
Of course.
Yes.
Oh my gosh. See, I told you we'd be quick. All right. Well, guys, thank you for tuning in to episode, I think it's 16. If not, I will pop up the right number. I think it's 16 though, of the Sassy and Classy podcast. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Thank you guys so much for supporting me throughout this year and Sophia. And thank you guys for just like taking the time to like watch it full on, because I don't think you guys realize this is my passion. This has been my passion for a very long time. Social media has been my passion, but I think this year has really showed me that podcasting is like, I'm good at it and I just love it. And I just like, this is like what I want my life to be like. So for all of you that have been supporting me, I don't think you guys understand like how grateful I am. A lot of you have come up to me in public places like the gym or like local bars and have like said something to me.
She's famous now.
I'm not famous, but that you guys have complimented me and it just means so much. It's like a dream. I'm like living a dream and I just like want to keep doing this. I want to keep providing, and thank you guys genuinely so much. Like in 2025 is going to be the year for Sassy and Classy, and that's it. So love you guys.
She's being heartfelt, but I'm going to say this. If you're watching this right now and we're locking eyes right now, you should be liking the video and subscribing to the channel, because this isn't easy. Look at me.
Yes.
I feel awkward as ever right now. This is crazy. She does this nonchalant and she's giving you her honest self, and it's a beautiful thing, and I love to watch my sister do it. So if you're watching this right now, definitely at least like the video.
Yeah.
Also,
and
follow me on Instagram.
Oh yeah, follow her on Instagram. And I want to say one thing is that I didn't say that you were famous in a sarcastic way. I actually meant it, because last time we went out together, you literally had multiple people come up to you and say something about your podcast. So every time I hang out with you now, I feel like I'm hanging out with a celebrity.
Stop. All right, well, that's the goal. All right, love you guys.
Bye. Bye.
Bye.